It's a really overwhelming feeling. It just feels like panic. You feel panicked.
York University student Taylor Marshall has been struggling with anxiety for 3 years. At its worst, the disorder would make it difficult for Marshall to focus on her studies and assignments. But Marshall is not alone. The number of students with mental health disabilities at Ontario colleges and universities has increased by nearly 70% between 2006 and 2011.
So I think the good news is that we're starting to see more people where before they wouldn't have talked about it, where they wouldn't have been wanting to get help, where they've been trying to keep it hidden because of the stigma. And so as we start to break down those barriers and open the curtains, we are encouraging people not to suffer in silence alone, but to come and get help.
In order to get accommodations for tests and assignments, students with mental health issues or disabilities would have to inform the professors of the exact condition that they have, whether they want to disclose this information or not. However, a recent ruling at the Ontario Human Rights Commission states that York students no longer have to inform the professors of their mental health issues or disabilities. Rather, professors simply have to take their word.
Many schools have already been reviewing their mental health policies for students, but it is uncertain whether they will follow York's model.
It's a relatively small community across Ontario of people devoted to this area. So I'm sure some schools will look to it. Whether they adopt a similar system will obviously be up to them.
Johnston says the Seneca at York campus is working closely with York University to make sure they help students with mental illness.
We will be implementing some changes here at Seneca as a result of the human rights decision. We have gotten the forms that York University has implemented and taken a look at it and revised and made some changes that are specific to the Seneca context.
And Marshall thinks that the new policy will help students that are dealing with anxiety, like herself, or with disabilities, to feel more comfortable when seeking accommodation for their classes. I'm Kristen Berkeley for Say News.